So round one. I don't imagine he's going to get the same kind of break that he got against Neville Brown, where he caught Brown and Neville went into his shell and just sustained a barrage of punches from all angles and both hands. Osie's not that sort of fighter. He won't back off. He'll always be taking the fight to Davies. And Cris will be lucky to hurt him with a single punch. And I do believe, if memory serves me right, Cris Davies, a former European junior gold medalist. It's so difficult to remember. Of course, I'm going back now to 1994 when he made he had his first fight as a pro. "25 years of age now, Cris. And well, Osie is 31. But I reckon Osie's probably in the prime of his career at the moment. Well, Cris Davies does this. He tends to, that's it, that's what I was about to say. He tends to take a few shots on the way in, but once he gets there and the moment arises, he lets his hands fly. In the past, he's been guilty of not doing quite enough work, but I think he realised recently that if he lets the punches go, he's going to be in with a chance. And of course, the Welsh, real tough guys. Good round now, this for Davies. Osie not enjoying that attention, not used to getting pushed back. And this is certainly a fight that could go either way. And of course, the confidence of Davies absolutely soaring, and not having a bad moment here either. And so far, these punches from Manuel don't seem to be bothering him either, which is a great sign for Davies. All his folks back home, of course, in Pontypridd and surrounding areas, watching this with great interest, I would imagine. Probably in some pub or club or social club somewhere in South Wales. Well, let's hope he does them proud anyway. Well, the end of a very, very interesting first round. And I'll tell you something, I've got a feeling that Davies has won that one, but don't be surprised if the judges don't feel the same way. I'm going to give the first round there to Cris Davies. Well, Cris spurning the stool in the interval, and that 1 minute interval, of course, I always recommend you take it. If you're a fighter who doesn't want to take the 1 minute break on your stool, well, there's going to come a point, unless you're absolutely superman there, although, as you saw, by no means every punch getting through. So round two, 10-round match, this one, Cris Davies in the blue against Manuel Osie. And he is, of course, now Spanish-based and a naturalised Spaniard, having emigrated from Liberia. Turned pro back in 1994, the same year as Davies. Cris now 25 years of age, I may have mentioned that already. Well, this is really what Osie needs to do now, try and keep that left hand snaking out and keep Davies on the end of it, because he does know, as he found out in round one, that if Davies gets close, he can be damaging. Decent left hook there from Cris Davies. So it's going to be a real run round this ring, I think, for 10 rounds for Manuel. It's going to be one of those nights. And I reckon Davies hits hard enough to cause a few problems here for Osie. And again, nice left hook from Davies. No neutral judges, of course, all Spaniards. So don't expect us to say any favours for Cris Davies here. If he wants to win this one, he's got to go out there and absolutely convince everybody, including Manuel Osie's parents, that he's won the fight. Well, one there just slipping below the belt from Davies. Nothing wrong with that one, though. The follow-up was to the head. So was that. Well, Osie now beginning to wobble slightly when these left hooks get through. I've done a bit of a survey now on my own knockout collection, and I reckon that there's more knockouts caused by hooks than any other punch. And it's generally the left hook that does it. So rattled then, Manuel Osie here in round 2. But that time Davies not quite as busy, so there's possibly a level round there. Yeah, we're going to call it 10-10. Just a slight mark there appearing in the left eye of Cris Davies, a bit of a reddening in the corner there. And Di Gardner, of course, used to be a very active promoter in Cardiff and surrounding areas in the years gone by. Just on the work rate side of things. Let's try and see this from Spanish judges' eyes, shall we? So round 3 then, and I tell you, Manuel Osie's a worried man. He hasn't so far managed to hurt Davies, and he's taken some pretty thumping whacks to the head and body from this Welshman so far in the couple of rounds we've had. And the prospect of taking even more probably doesn't fill him with a great deal of joy. You see all the time there, Osie just working away, just chipping away. Davies certainly more eye-catching, but just not quite as regular. If you put slightly less into the punches, but through more of them, it might just work in his favour. So he's won his last 6 now, Cris Davies. And Manuel Osie's won his last 9. Well, Davies thoroughly enjoying himself out there. So far he's acquitted himself pretty well, I must admit. But it's the work rate that's going to let him down, if anything. Oh, that's a nice right. So can the natural super middle come light heavyweight cause a few power problems here for a cruiserweight in Manuel? That's another big question, of course. Oh, good shot. Oh, and again. So a couple of thumping rights then. Once again, Davies, very, very good to watch. But, and as we're seeing there, Manuel Osie's punches may not carry the same kind of sting, but he's throwing more of them. And that may just be swinging it in his favour. Yeah, I'm going to give